Hello everybody and welcome back to Crystal Catacombs. We are on the Ice Fortress. In the last episode we did not make it past the final boss, but it was I think it was a pretty respectable attempt. And I found out that as soon as you lose your set of lives, like I did in the last episode on the Ice Fortress finally, after I beat the forest with the set of lives and then I moved on to the ice fortress with that set of items. I hate this lady. She's so tough. Then you lose all of your items, all of your stats, and you start to build up again. Which, I guess, you know, it makes sense. I think it's kind of cool that way. But it is not what I was expecting out of it. And I don't know if I want to take the high road here. I do, I guess, because I'm actually doing really well at it. Okay. What do we got? Skeleton key. You know my opinion on that by now, probably. Not effective for my playstyle. I could skip this floor right now already. I don't want to. I feel like that would be a very bad call to do before I get my first PowerPoint. And it seems like the enemies are upgraded, but I am not. It sort of seems that way. The bat's taking 3 hits, or was that 3 or 4? Wow, I should have counted. Is a lot. So I'm definitely thinking they are still upgraded and I am not. But it also looks like I am leveling up significantly faster than I than I would if this was the first realm that I went in. Okay. Whoa. Alright. Let's get her to come over here. Come on. Awesome. Actually, I still don't know if I get the experience for that. That was a very bad dodge, if you want to even call it that. They also look like they're doing a lot more damage. And that is tough. So, this is going to be, I guess, by, game's programming, this is going to be more difficult than if I chose it as my very first realm before I beat the forest. But now since I have the forest under my belt, and I'm on this one, it looks like this one is going to be significantly harder. But, you know, that's alright. Anything that increases the length of this series, sure. But, I guess, I mean, I don't want to increase it if it gets tedious and annoying. But I kind of like, if it just gets harder, that's okay. I like that. I'm having a lot of fun with it. We have the key already. We don't have our PowerPoints, but this is a very dangerous layout. Here we go. Let's kill the big guy with this. All right. That was a very good play, actually. All right. There we go. I did a little run right before this. I wanted to test out what it's like to record as soon as I wake up. It was not a good idea. It lasted about 7 minutes and would have been a terrible recording because of that. But after that recording, I'm feeling a little bit more into it as far as like how good I am at the game currently. Even if I don't look that good right now, you should have seen me before. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go around here and hopefully there's enemies in this room. Come on. There's no more enemies. That's alright. We should definitely lay the question to rest on if I get experience from enemies that kill other enemies. Because that is something I should know. Because maybe I could let them do a lot of the work and then finish them off for the experience or whatever. I don't know. Don't know how it works. Alright, these should give me enough to get a PowerPoint. Nope. Just barely not enough. Oh no. This is actually a pretty gross layout for this guy. Oh no. That was really actually some nice dodging right there. I'm impressed. Alright. We can let this guy come all the way over here and sort of cheese him out. I miss my Castlevania whip. But what can you do? Nothing. It'd be really, a thing that maybe I'd like to do at some point would be to try to beat the whole thing on 1 life. And since you get oh, keep your stuff, it's... That was... dumb. It seems a lot... It actually seems pretty possible to beat it all on 1 life. You just need to get a really nice run. Alright. Alright. Okay. The bats are probably going to take 2 hits now. Yep, okay. That's a really important thing to memorize, how many hits each enemy takes at any given point with any amount of, like, specific upgrades. Because I know that she's going to take 3 hits and I know the bats are going to take 2. That makes it so that I don't really invest in any one hit that sort of like risk taking damage on it. Sphere? Oh. Come on. There we go. Temporary invincibility. Can definitely be useful. More likely to be useful on a boss, so I think I'm going to take it off for now. Might as well put my skeleton key up there. That's something that I really do not care if I use. And, if anybody... Oh! If anybody is wondering and happen to think this, you can use the skeleton key anywhere, and if you are not in the room, I think it does... It might open it from anywhere on the map, which is not something I expected. But I found that out when I was confused which door was the exit and which door was the entrance. Because that was a problem I had, because I didn't pay attention to the outside ring of the rooms, which is silly. But hey, I'm not there anymore. I'm not at that level, which is good. And I do feel like I am getting better overall. And even though this may not be my best run, it's not my worst either. I've got some good dodges in. I'm not letting myself take too much stupid damage, if I can help it. Oh, he can hit me through there. But I am excited to be in a new zone. I wonder if, yeah, if he's looking the other way, I think I can get past him pretty easy. One more hit. There we go. We have the key. We have half of the experience we need to get another PowerPoint. That was bad damage. That did not need to happen. There we go. Alright, I do not know if we can necessarily one-shot these yet. That was really good, actually. Oh. 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 This is a perfect storm of disaster. Oh, no. Okay. We are half out of time, I believe, is what that noise means for the room. Maybe a good call to leave the room, or leave the floor. Yep, it's definitely a good call because we are out of enemies, it seems. Maybe there's one in the hallway that we didn't explore, but I do not care that much about experience. Oh well, level 3. We have a really, we're really close to getting our second PowerPoint. And I wonder... I assume the boss is going to be as difficult as he was the last time we visited him, even though we don't have the stuff, so he might be significantly harder because we had an extra damage upgrade on him than we do now. I'm gonna wait for him to turn around and do his thing so we can get a free hit in on him. Okay, that works. Ooh, boss should be significantly harder, but he had, if I remember correctly, he was the and he had pretty telegraphed patterns. That was very risky. You should never just let yourself drop down entirely like that. That is a bad idea. Bad idea. Oh well. Is that our first death? I think that is our first death. Alright, cool. We've not gotten any health potions or any extra lives, which sucks, but what can you do? Maybe right here. Rex. That is a summonable that we will not use right now. Let's see. I think that was a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think that's how we should go about fighting these guys. Perfect. That's really good, actually. Alright, that is my new tactic for those guys. We have an ice switch over here. Do we have anything? Oh, I wish I could get him from the... Oh, that would make it so much easier. He's gonna walk away. Oh! Oh my god. Okay, I hate the ice here. I hate this ice. That is such a dirty layout. And I suppose they made it that way on purpose, since there's a treasure chest in that room. They knew that it was not an easy layout. We definitely need more damage, but we're also gonna need... We also really need more survivability. But usually I like to take that in the form of health potions, which we cannot do right now. Alright. Sort of letting the little guy get him. Oh! Oh, I did not see that. It looked like the little guy was gone. It looked like I did not get any experience from them killing each other. Oh! I don't want to alert the Ice King guy. I don't know, he's not... like, Ice Berserker or something? Okay, okay. Here we go, we can light this up! Alright. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Alright. Alright. We got him. There's no chance in hell that we will get an entire level up PowerPoint off of this floor. Best bet, just to go into the boss and hope for an awesome item. The mini-boss, I guess. The sub-boss, whatever. Best thing we can do is really, really just hope for an awesome item out of him. Okay, we need to get off the floor when he does that. Huh! And then he's gonna... Yep. He's not too bad. He's really not too bad. Oh, okay. And I think he's probably gonna do more than one. Okay. He is actually really easy when you got his patterns down. Alright, awesome. So that's a full heal, and we got some interesting... I don't think I need the magic compass. Joy Boy is definitely not worth it. Fireball. Let's try this out. That boss is something I think I can confidently say I have down now. Fireball is going to be something that is going to be a lot of fun to try out. Ooh! I love it. I love it. Alright. Maybe we can try out, and I know we have... Oh, I could have sworn that was last run, I guess. I thought we had a full mana potion, but we do not. Maybe we can go for more of a spell-oriented build, because I'm liking this fireball. It does as much damage as my hit, and I can shoot it from afar, but the problem is don't have the mana really to back it up. We're going to definitely want to go into the hologram room to get some experience and a possible great item out of the end. Okay. Oh. Okay, well there's one. I think it might be a good idea to use our rocket launcher here. Well. Because I don't have... Okay. many other uses for the rocket launcher, but that person absorbed a lot of the attacks and they didn't even do any damage. This is a dirty layout. Alright, that was a good hit. Oh my gosh. Running on this ice is impossible. Okay. Hopefully it's like a full... Oh, yes! It's a full HP bottle. Thank goodness. That is definitely worth it. We did not lose our full health, and we got an entire health bar added on, basically. That was so worth everything I used for it. I do not care that I used up my rocket launcher. It means nothing to me, really. It helped me out before on some bosses, but it does not mean that much to me right now. The fact that it only has 10 charges, you might think, oh, you should really try to save them then, but I just don't care about them. Alright, I probably didn't have to use, or shouldn't have used that fireball even. We have more than enough to get at least one cool item from the shop. That is... Oh, good. Is this a shop? I don't think so. Nope. It's really nice not having to worry about, like, the stalkers just appearing if you take too long in an area. That is very nice to not have to worry about. Oh, too late there. Come on, dude. Oh. Here, I'll just... What am I doing? I knew that there was only one hit left. But at the same time... Oh. Here we go. That's what we can do. And now... can face our fears and let them just go straight at us. See ya. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya, because you're dead. Alright. Alright. And also, I should have noted, I think I might have said it before, but the upgrading attack does in fact, wow, help you out in the spell department as well, which is, oh, great. Got it. Hitting the little health pills with your blade does in fact work, and that's awesome. Hey, this is like the exact layout as the other one. -1, oh, -1 jerk. Alright. How can we do this one? Oh, very poorly. Very poorly executed. No! No! The ice played directly into her hand there. Like, so perfectly into her hand. Alright, well. We got kind of what we wanted out of that floor. I'm not mega disappointed. I am just disappointed. Oh, he is a jerk. He's exactly... Wow, oh, I miscounted. He's exactly far enough away to make it so I could not just corner cheese him. Here we go. We want to get the other item room, and then maybe we could just go ahead and hit the next flow. Oh gosh, I did not see you. Awesome. I think that was a decent use of fireballs because the ice, I think they're the ice witches. Ah, I saw you there. It was almost too late, but it wasn't. I think they might not be actually. I can't remember what they're called entirely. I think they're ice witches. Huh. Maybe that's a derogatory term towards them though. Who knows? I am not an ice witch myself. At least not all the time. Alright, I use my full health potion because I don't want to risk losing another whole life again out of just conserving it. When I can get a very clear 2/3 of my health back. Guaranteed. I like that. There's probably a little bit better of a time to use it since this isn't my last life, but I definitely just want to make sure I get a good use out of it, and I don't want to hold on to it for too long and be too greedy about it. Oh. Okay. Oh. Don't want to use that. Oh, dang it. Well, it doesn't matter then. I didn't want to use it because in case I got hit from the spike guy, and we got an item room up there. I believe that's what that is, at least. It should be. Alright, got him. Save him. Oh, we got another. Please be like 100? Nope. Okay, well we got some mana back. That's good too. Oh, we don't have our key yet. I'm like used to those doors popping open every time I enter them. 2 hits? 3 hits! Red hits, blue hits. Okay, we got a power point. Awesome. I think we should upgrade our attack. We need to... Yep, we need to get in line with the with this floor. And there's a moonstone here that is worth it. We're going to let our weapon run its course, however, though, because as soon as I use that moonstone, it will get rid of all of my progress on my weapon leveling up, the green bar right underneath the weapon. All of that's going to just go away and it will reach level 2 automatically. What I'm going to do is wait until it reaches level 2, and then I'm going to upgrade it instantly to level 3. If I can help it. Got another invincibility. That will be helpful for the boss, because it's gonna be one of the more useful bosses to have that on, because he telegraphs his attacks, and you know that attacks are coming because it's the explosion dude. All right, I love being able to two-shot those girls. They're oh my gosh, that's very helpful. We can almost just go ahead and leave the floor, I think. Alright, good. We can one-shot those guys, that's important. One-shot that guy too, also important. Teleporter. We are at half of our time. Alright. How much floor do we have left? We have a significant amount of floor. There may be a hologram room left on this floor, which I guess I would not be devastated to pass up. I'm not going to be devastated. I think we can just go ahead and hit the next floor. That sounds good to me. Let's take the teleporter. It should get us at least closer to the exit. Yep. Alright. There's one of the few times where the teleporter has been incredibly time-saving for us. Awesome. Alright. One more floor, and then we have another attempt at the final boss of the ice. Blah. I never can remember the ice fortress. I just don't want to. I don't want it to be another Lost Forest situation, because that is wrong. That is not what the level is. It is the Lost Jungle. I realize that. I just goofed. Oh, this is a bad layout for that enemy to be over there. Aha! I love having these powerful fireballs. Is that another shop? Okay. That was a very nervous fireball. It is in fact another shop. We do not have enough to get anything. Let's go figure out what's in it so we can determine if we want to spend a buttload of time on this floor or not. Alright. If we ever get a path downward, that is. There's not a path downward. Okay. But there's a nice chest right here. And here is our boss door. Alright, we have enough to buy the tier 1 item in the shop. How do we... Oh my god, are you serious? What a dirty layout. I mean, it would have been awesome if we were on the bottom, the low road here. We would have hit every special room on the floor, pretty much. And it's okay, because the shop is, like, right there. And then the item room is right past that, with the teleporter in between. It's like... It's going to be the safest bottom floor ever as soon as we get to the special rooms. But holy crap, we made a trek. We really did. I'm hoping the tier 1 item is useful, because if the tier 2 item is useful, I'm going to be really tempted to get all the gold or get all the, I guess it's crystal shards, to purchase it. Oh! Okay. This is not going well for me. Please have, I was oh! Awesome. What do we have here? We have a shield and a docked orb. And then the grappling hook. I think I would love to try to save up for the grappling hook, but a docked orb is very useful. Especially since we are also using mana. I'm hoping this is like another docked orb. It's a T detonator. I hate it. It just sets down a big explosive that maybe actually does a ton of damage for the boss. I'll give it a shot. Might as well. Please tell me I hit a teleporter up on the top if I need to. Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. Alright. Oh, wait. Here we go. I should have waited to use that until I was by him for sure. Oh. Alright. Should we go ahead and fight the boss? Could we get another level up on this floor? More than likely. Do we want to try? Not entirely. I think it would be slightly possible. I think it would be possible, maybe. But not entirely likely. I don't know. I think it's okay for me to just skip this for now. I mean, maybe my weapon could have leveled up. I'm saving this moonstone for the possibility of the future. Oh, I was really trying so hard. That would have been awesome, but I should have. That was definitely my fault. Oh, we can just sit right here and wail on him. Well, we have our invincibility. We are out of invincibility. Okay, we have another invincibility thing on us. Be best to save that for the end when we can just stand by the guy and poop on him. I think right now we want the docked orb just in case we mess up. Okay, we did not mess up quite yet. Okay. I think that's a good use. Okay. Well, I think the next thing we use is Rex. Oh, maybe we should have our invincibility on just in case. Oh. Okay. He's gonna teleport around. Oh. Okay. Oh! We got him! We did it! We got our second heart, guys! Holy crap! I was not expecting that. Double the value of all shards, that could be really useful. And I think it's what we're going to go for because we already have a spell. But this goes through walls. I think we're going to go with the fat wallet, which will double all of our crystal shards and make all of our future shops on this life more useful. Holy hell. On the next episode, I believe we are going to go ahead and try out the pit. Thank you all for joining me through my trip through the ice fortress and the lost jungle. Pit is next, most likely, then Kiepenstein, then Deep Darkness, I believe is what my order is going to be. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for all the support. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and you want to quantify your appreciation for it with a like. Then go ahead. If you want to support the series, you can watch the playlist, anything. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, thank you.